Joint Committee, Human Services and Housing. This is our February 5th, 10 o'clock agenda in room 329. First up, we have HB 1265 relating to alternative housing. First up, we have the Department of Human Services, Public Housing Authority, Hakeem Kwansafi? Oh my gosh.
Hakeem.
Sorry.
You're not God.
Hakeem.
He's not here.
Hakeem. or designee.
Morning, Chair Morikawa, Chair Hashem, members. My name is Ben Park. I'm here on behalf of Executive Director Hakeem Wansafi. I'm sorry he's unable to be here today. He's got some situations that he's not in control with. Hawaii Public Housing Authority, we appreciate the intent of the proposed measure. We are administratively attached to DHS, and so we just wanted to come here and say that we actually have a request for qualifications out right now that I believe has the intent of this bill. It's for our North School Street redevelopment project. In fact, the pre-development bid conference is today, and they're going through the property right now. So I'm just here to assist, and if I can answer any questions.
Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. The Department of Human Services, Rachel Wong, with comments. Department of Land and Natural Resources, Cardi Chang.
DLNR standbys with comments.
Comments, thank you. Kellen Smith, an individual in support. We have Mike Goodman. Support. Cynthia Resents, comments. For Mike Goodman again, support with amendments. Anyone else wanting to testify on this? Go. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Chairs Morikawa and Hashem. I'm Bob Nakata with FACE, and FACE has been an advocate on housing issues for all 20 years of its existence. It's a faith-based organization, but it does have other secular-based organizations that are members. We were involved with renovations at Kali Valley Homes 20 years ago. We worked on the preservation of affordable housing at Kukui Gardens. We are working hard at developing a comprehensive housing package that we're close to completing. Tracks very much the mayor's affordable housing strategy, and so from that standpoint, we have supported housing first as one part of that strategy. We have supported the conversion from Ohana housing to what I call alternative dwelling units, where this idea with the micro units fits. And I'm deliberately saying micro units because there's been a lot of publicity. We do have a container unit at City Hall right now, and that's attracting a lot of attention. But container units are not the only form of micro units or alternative dwelling units. The idea is to have smaller units which are less expensive to construct. And they're not just for homeless. I want to emphasize that these are affordable housing units, and we started talking about it first when the city started talking about the alternative dwelling units. And again, alternative dwelling units are not just for the homeless. Many of the people coming by and looking at this unit that we have across the street say, hey, I can live in this, you know. Some thought to building a unit like that as a second unit on a large lot where it can be rented to anyone, not just a family member. So it's attracting a lot of interest. We had one of the security guards at City Hall come by and say, hey, I work 2 jobs and I live with my mother and I can't afford a place. This is something that I could afford. And there are many stories like that. So I'm glad that the legislation talks about private owners even being able to develop this type of housing in a village or whatever. So we're supportive of the concept, and we're glad that the legislation allows for private owners even to develop this type of housing. And again, this type of housing means other than container units. There are very attractive micro units being done all over the world, and it's I think a function of the economics of housing today, where the cost of building, say, an apartment is in the range of $200,000 to $300,000. And granted, this is a very cheap one, but the model we have cost us $11,000, and even that is very low. But it does bring housing within reach of more of the people of this state. So thank you for the opportunity to testify.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wanting to testify on this? Seeing no other testifiers, are there any questions or members? I have a question for DLNR. Since you're mentioned in this bill, are there any state parks here on Oahu that something like this could possibly happen at?
I'm sorry, my name is Ian Hirokawa and I'm with DLNR. You're asking like an actual state park?
Yeah, if there's state areas that this could happen.
You know, I'm not familiar with what the regulatory requirements of such housing units. So I can't say, like, I can't think of a lot right here and now.
Okay, because I'm thinking like, because I'm familiar with Kauai, say like Polehale or possibly Haiana, heaven forbid. But those are state facilities, or Kokei.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm with the land division, and we manage what's considered unencumbered lands, lands that are not set aside to...
Right, so you're not particularly familiar with the parks.
Yeah, and I don't know if, I don't know if the state parks would be supportive of that, so I don't want to speak on that division's behalf, but also I'm sure that there are, certain regulatory requirements that I'm not sure if, I'm just saying, I'm not sure if it would work.
No.
Yeah.
So what my tendency is to move this on, but I think this is a start of a good conversation because it might be possible in some areas. I can think of some maybe county parks. However, I would like you to at least go back to your department and make them aware that should this have another hearing, that maybe that's something you guys should be thinking about more in detail. Because it might be possible, and we're talking about these mobile units that, for instance, are on exhibit now in an area that there are restrooms and showers and that type of stuff.
Well, I guess what I guess from our concern is that we work with not just housing aids but various agencies, and if they need it for a specific purpose, we set aside the land or essentially transfer management of the lands to them. So I think that can be discussed, but more so I think we're uncomfortable with the idea of having to take the lead and essentially develop these housing units where I think HPHA has the...
Definitely, I agree, and I know that liability is another issue, but with the housing, prices. I think we should all put our heads together and see if we can come to some compromise.
Okay.
So just
Well, I'll go back to
your agency is so huge. You've got to go and touch bases with each other.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions?
I have a question.
You have a question? Okay.
Mr.
Representative Jordan.
No.
Oh,
HPHA.
Ben.
I just kind of wanted some clarification on your comments earlier. So on the School Street property, are you looking at doing something similar to this or no?
When I said it follows the intent of the measure, it's because the request for qualifications that we had announced several weeks ago, it actually looks for innovative housing units, such as micro units, prefabricated units. And so we just wanted to express to the committee that, we appreciate the intent, but we're kind of trying to move forward with this type of designs and stuff already. And so, like I said, they're actually at our property right now. We have a pre-bid conference right now. So it's going forward.
So, but I'm assuming that project is more intent for multiple structures versus maybe micro units or
one big structure with a whole bunch of micro units. Yeah.
because this measure is actually talking about a creation of a mobile home park, which takes up more space.
And I believe I was looking at the study by HHFDC in 2006, and they defined the mobile home park as like prefabricated structures. So that's what our testimony was going on.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on. I'm sorry.
A question,
Hi.
sorry. Hi.
Rep. Creagan.
Yeah. I just, what I wondered about is why you don't see mobile homes in Hawaii. I mean, you can ship in with single wide, double wide, but, is there some reason they don't exist here? Is it because of winds or, what is the barrier to those?
I honestly don't know, Representative. I couldn't answer that for you.
Because you don't see them here.
I agree, I don't see them there. I don't know why they're not here.
Okay.
I think, Rep. Creagan, just for clarification, the County of Kauai, I know, does allow mobile camping on some parks. So it might be a county issue because those parks might be more able to handle that. Yeah, state parks.
I just wondered, the mobile units, prefabricated housing is all over the United States, the mainland, right? I mean, it's every highway, you see them going down the highway all the time. And they did a few sort of modified ones on the Big Island a few years back, but then the housing crashed and it didn't work out too well. But, but shipping in prefabricated units from the mainland, I just never heard of it, and I've gathered there's some opposition from builders here and unions and stuff like that, but I don't know if that's, I just didn't know if you knew what the barriers were to that coming in.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No other questions. Okay, we'll move on. HB 596 relating to